Hello, Happy New Year. I hope the festive break was good for you all. And I'm back to look at the Hammerschat patron player ratings over the month of December. 6 matches um, in December. It seems like a long time ago when we had a 1-1 draw against Man U, but that is only a month ago. First two slides are going to be exactly the same as they have been the last few months. This is the scale that we use, and the next looks at how I've calculated the hammer of the month, and 3 different ways of calculating that. Firstly, who got the most man of the matches. Secondly, who had the highest average ratings for the times that they played, or the occasions that they played. And thirdly, who's got the highest rating, bearing in mind the actual time on the pitch that each player had. If we look at the man of the matches, McGass got 3 of them, with a really low man of the match score against Man City. It was one of the lowest man of the match scores that I've seen, and I think I've been doing it 2 seasons, just over 2 seasons. But it's a really quite low score for a man of the match. But nevertheless, it was the highest score in that match. Fernandez got 2 against Brighton and Villa, and Scarles got his man of the match against Brighton recently. He only just beat Bowen in that match. You look at the actual ratings over the in the games that people played. The highest average rating was Wan-Bissaka, and he got 6.7 average for the matches that he played. Magassa again quite high, again 6.7, but 6.67 as compared to Wan-Bissaka's 6.71. A lot of information. Please pause the video, have a look at the scores if you want to, and have a look at the graph there to pick out various players. The lowest rating, perhaps unsurprisingly, was Kilman with an average of 4.4 or 4.38, which was which was below Nuno. If you look at the time that each player had on the pitch, although Wan-Bissaka scored highly, he played, looks like, just less than half the time before he went to the African Cup of Nations. Bowen played all available time, as did Areola and obviously Nuno, and then it gradually goes down when people get substituted off or miss a game. If you incorporate that into the player ratings, now Bowen's rating stays the same at 6.49 because he played all the time, all the available time. But Wan-Bissaka obviously has gone down from his previous score to 5.85 because he played less than half the time. So looking at that, the hammer of the month appears to be Jarrod Bowen, which is a little bit of a surprise, I think. It is to me, because we've been, I've been raving really about Magassa and Fernandez and about how good they are, and also Magassa getting those 3 men of the matches, and he only comes 3rd in this table. But that's the vagaries of statistical calculations, I suppose. Looking at various other things that I have previously considered, the person that we agreed most on in our ratings was Wilson, and we tended to give him the same rating whenever he was on the pitch, mainly perhaps because he comes on as a sub. I don't know. It could possibly have something to do with that. The person that we most disagreed on was Nuno, and that's not unusual. manager tends to get varying marks from patrons. But if you look at the player that we most disagreed on was Scarles, and that I think was due to the really varied marks that he got when we played Fulham, and it was one of the highest things, the most disagreement between people who rated him, and that contributed quite a bit into how much we disagreed with his marks for the month. The player with the highest rating was obviously Magassa with his highest score against Man U, and the player with the lowest rating was Kilman when we played Man City. He got 2.3. So again, this one's really short video, but 3 different ways of calculating the hammer of the month and 3 different winners. But the way that I like is looking at the ratings when you take into account the player time on the pitch. So I would say that Jarrod Bowen gets the hammer of the month for December, which is a bit of a surprise to me. But you could say it was Magassa, or you could say it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Up to you. But I've put up that little table on the in the corner of the hammer of the month for the differing months, and it's at the moment it's all different players. Anyway, hopefully we'll get a few more points this month. Certainly would like more than 3 points. But anyway, we'll see. Happy New Year and stay well.